Alright, so this is Mac giving you another live casting on Woobly. And here today we have a team game on Arabia, I would assume. Yes, Arabia. And this is a 2K game. Some of the players are 19K. Sorry, 1.9K. And we have actually most of these players I haven't heard of, except for TheMax, who is a great team game player, one of the best team game players on Arabia in Age of Empires. Very skilled, has been in many tournaments, been playing together with Slam, Jordan, Viper, players like that. We also have oh, I know this player also, Badboy. Badboy is a Chinese player who has been very competitive at least a couple of years ago, but I haven't seen him in play recently, so maybe it's coming back into Age of Empires, I don't know. He has 1.9k rating, which I think is a little bit low for a player like Badboy, so I would guess that he's coming back into the game of Age of Empires recently. So let's see where we have the flanks. Here we have the flanks. In the orange we have a player called Peasant, and he's playing as Franks, the best paladins in the game, I assume still, even though there has been some expansions, so I'm not sure. But at least in the original game, Franks had the best paladins in the game because of their health bonus to their knights. To the cavalry, and he's the flank of team TheMax. His pocket is TheMax himself, the one and only TheMax, who is luring deer with his scouts, so in order to get that extra food, which is a great choice. He's playing as the Malayans, a new civilization. The other pocket next to TheMax for the Max team is a player called Knights, and I haven't seen this player before. He's playing as Slavs, also one of the expansion civilizations. He's taking his sheep right now, luring his firstborn. His gold here is quite good. Stone though is very exposed here in the front. And the last player for Team Max, the player Anti-Market, and I think that's an interesting name. Does this mean that he won't use market? He probably doesn't like buying and selling resources at the market, so that's his name basically. He got front berries, which might be difficult. His flank, he is facing purple, probably some early feudal aggressions, so this might be a problem for him right here. Gold in the back though, which is very good. For the other team, the team Badboy, we have the first flank here. The purple Penguin. And I haven't seen this player before. Chinese player, as you can see here on the flags. He's playing as the Khmer, also a very new civilization in a new expansion. I think it's Wololo Kingdoms. He has gold in the front. This is going to be very exposed. So if I said front berries are bad, this is even worse. Front gold. His main gold is in the front. His secondary gold though, quite safe in the back. Somewhat exposed though, difficult to wall this, but a lot better than the front gold. So we might see a tower come up here for Penguin in order to protect this front gold from the aggression of anti-market that we usually see on maps like Arabia on the flank side. His pocket, let's see, Grey, Le Tourcan. It sounds like a French, but it's actually from Germany. Sounds like a French name. The pocket of this is the pocket of Penguin. He's gonna have to look out for Penguin when Penguin gets in trouble. Big brother Le Toucan is gonna come and save him. His map is Not very good. Also front goal. This is going to be very difficult to defend if there's some kind of early aggression towards him. This place though, the berries and the close wood line, very good wood lines here. He can do 1 lumber camp each and have safe wood. But this goal is terrible, and the secondary goals is even worse, even more terrible. So this, yeah, this is a terrible map for Le Toucan. The other pocket for Team Badboy is the one and only Badboy himself in the green. He is playing as, let's see, Spanish. Spanish is a very good team game civilization. You have a good team bonus with the market, if I remember correctly. That makes the market more effective, and this will come in handy for the late game if Team Badboy decides to have some trading along this side of the map. And the last player of Team Badboy, the flank of Team Badboy, is Napoleon, 81. And he's gonna be defending against Peasant on the other side. And he's lucky, he got berries in the back, he got his main goal in the back, and his main goal actually have a pretty good shape also. He can make a mining camp on this 4 squares and be able to fit in a lot of villagers here, be able to wall that easily against, for example, a scout rush. So his map is incredibly good. Also this wood is really good. He can wall up this to the town center, this to the town center, and be pretty safe. This is very open though, gonna be difficult to defend from this side. But I think in general he has a very good map. All the players going to Fuel Age right now. As far as I can see, there's no Dark Age aggression. They seem to be waiting for that Fuel Age instead. Anti-market here, placing another lumber camp, also in the front, and his wood is going to be really exposed. No, sorry, his wood is not going to be exposed. Because Fenguin is the flank. So he got his wood in the back. Safe wood, safe gold. Making some militias here. And he is going to the Feudal Age. I would think that he's going forward with his militias, and on the way here he's gonna upgrade them to Men at Arms. Men at Arms is a very strong unit in Feudal Age. It's slow and it's melee, which is bad, but when it comes to their armor and damage, it's one of the best units in Feudal Age. Going forward with these militias, see if you can find a good angle on Fenguin here. Maybe harass this gold, which is in the front. A lot of players going to the Feudal Age at the same time. Not seeing that Man at Arms upgrade yet, we'll see. Okay, here comes the Man at Arms upgrade. So anti-market here, having 2 militias all the way in the back of the wood line of Fenguin, and at the same time creating that Man at Arms upgrade, and a third Man at Arms coming here. Let's see if he can make some damage. So these Men at Arms are very strong. They can take on villagers, no problem. Joining up with the third Man at Arms, I mean these 3 Men at Arms together with that scout can definitely take on these villagers. So Fenguin has to pull back here. He's gonna lose way too much. Fenguin though joining with some scouts, which is gonna be the saving factor for him, managing to take anti-markets, push back down and push him back. Fenguin now gonna take these scouts and go offensive to anti-market. Let's see what happens on the other flank here. Peasant is making scouts, harassing the stone of Napoleon. Going to the wood line, seems to be taking a lot of hits from the town center, which is not good, but still getting a lot of villager kills. He's in the top score right now, and this is probably because of the kills he had. Let's see. So Peasant killed 3 villagers, but also lost a lot of... also, oh wow. So it seems that at the same time as Peasant is harassing Napoleon with these scouts, Napoleon is countering with a tower rush here in Peasant's base. And so they have completely different tactics, and they're both very offensive. Napoleon is not making towers in his own base. He's saving all that stone for making towers in his opponent's base. Peasant walling off. He doesn't want Napoleon to get even further with his towers, maybe towering this place right here. He prevents this with building 2 houses. He's also trying to take down the tower. Peasant making a defensive tower here to protect his own stone. When you're getting tower rushed, you usually need to make defensive towers, and the only way to do that is to secure some kind of stone pile. So that's what he's done right here. A tower to defend the stone pile right here, so he can make a defense. Peasant pulling his... oh, that's not very good. So Peasant pulling his scouts back, but not microing them correctly, losing 2 scouts in the process from this tower fire, and only 1 scout cavalry left with 9 HP. Probably dying now also. How's it going on the other side? Anti-market going around Fenguin. Fenguin has walled up very effectively. So here we see I think we see a team wall. Yeah, this is a team wall right here. Fenguin is walling all the way to the edge of his base, and there Le Touquoin's walling begins. Here though is open. So we have somewhat of a team wall here between Fenguin and his pocket, Le Touquoin. Also this gold defended by a tower, and this is a great decision. This tower is in a very bad spot in the front. He needs some kind of defense, and the tower is a great decision. So many players reaching Castle Age and Anti-Market, who is still in Feudal Age and still has a Feudal Age army, needs to pull back. He knows that the Knight attack could come at any moment, so he needs to be able to defend this gold line, this wood line, which is very vulnerable to any type of Castle Age unit. So scouts from Fenguin harassing, getting 1 kill here. Every kill on village is very important, especially when the opponent is in Feudal Age, because alright, let's see here. Let's see. So Anti-Market being defended by his very kind pocket Knight. Knight is making knights, obviously, defending his pocket. So they are playing a very defensive game right now, hugging this hill, waiting for the next attack. Maybe waiting for Anti-Market going to Feudal Age so we can upgrade those archers to crossbowmen and actually make a huge start making a difference in this game. Let's see. So this side right now, not happening much. Anti-Market and Knights are defending. Anti-Market now deciding to X a place in Fenguin's base, and the reason for this is most likely because he wants to do some kind of aggression. Knight though is not reacting quickly enough. He is behind Fenguin's Anti-Market's army. Anti-Market has to pull back here. He cannot fight this army. Badboy has knights in peasant's base. Poor peasant. Badboy is such a bad boy, harassing. Peasant is still in feudal age. He is very vulnerable to knight attacks. He needs help from the max, otherwise he cannot defend this. So this is the dynamic between the flank and the pocket. The pocket usually goes to castle age, while the flank usually is still in feudal age. So the flank will often need help from the pocket in order to survive, because of the feudal age technology is much weaker than the castle age technology. And knights are so good against almost all of the units that are available in feudal age. Badboy doing yet another attack, getting a few villagers here. 3 villagers, that's a great harass right there, without losing a single knight. Napoleon, peasant, is Xing like crazy. He wants help from his pocket. And the Max is doing this new unit called Jebito, which are very good against knights. So he's pushing Badboy back. Peasant Xing the stone of Napoleon, probably wants his pocket to go attack that stone in order to get some villager kills. I think it's a bad decision though. Badboy is going back with his knight once again on peasant, and instead of harassing, the Max should keep defending peasant in order for him to stay in the game. If you look here on the pop, you will see that peasant have extremely low pop. He is way far behind with only 23 villagers. So he has been very harassed by Badboy and Napoleon. Let's see what what's happening on this side of the map. It seems like they are in some kind of, let's see. Alright, so here we have the offense of Fenguin and Letequant. It seems that we're being pushed back. Anti-Market having his crossbows now, which are quite good against Janissaries. So this combination of knights and crossbows is very strong. And can defend quite easily against almost any composition. And also the composition that Fenguin and Letequan is choosing, which is War Elephant and Battle Elephant and Janissaries. Peasant is finally going to Castle Age. Still heavily harassed by Badboy. 21 pop. I mean, his pop is not going up, he's going down. Letequant and Fenguin lost their army here during their attack. So now Knight and Anti-Mark is looking to do some kind of counter attack, try to take this advantage. They have a military advantage now. Let's see. Anti-Market with 19 units, Knight with 14 units, compared to Letequant with 10 units and Fenguin with 7 units. They have a huge military lead. They should capitalize on this and try to make some damage to purple and grey right here. However, they seem to be defending once again. Anti-Market just patrolling his crossbowmen outside his base, hugging a hill, and the knights of Knight is going forward. Let's see what he can do with these knights. Badboy still harassing Peasant. He's not giving up. Poor Peasant now with 17 villagers, 17 pop. It's just going worse and worse for him. He will not being able to come back in this game for a long time. Napoleon is slinging Badboy. Napoleon probably in a more passive position here, only just collecting resources. He only has 2 military units, so instead of building his own military, he have decided to sling Badboy and other players to help them get their more advanced units out there. Napoleon is also still in Feudal Age, and it doesn't seem like he's looking to go to the next stage. Let's see. No, he seems to be. Oh, let's see. He might go to the Castle Age now. Let's see his map. So they got cartography, obviously. Knight here, trying to do a difference, trying to go into Fengwen's base. Fengwen's base is quite well defended though, with monks and a lot of town centers. This place though is quite exposed. Here's a wood line that is completely undefended. Also some farms that are completely undefended. Knight could get a couple of good kills here if he places the knights correctly. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. He could have gotten this one also. He's gonna go back. Maybe try to kill these 2 villages here. No, it seems like he's ignoring that. Let's see. So Napoleon still slinging Badboy, trying to help him out to get even more knights out there. Badboy, as the Spanish, has very good knights. Not as good as Franks, but still very, very strong knights. One of the best knights in the game. So it's very important that Badboy can keep doing these knights, keep his harass up. TheMax now making some camels, which is a great counter to knights. 1 camel though is not gonna cut it. He needs more. Look at this brave camel right here. He's chasing this whole group of knights. It's almost like these knights are scared of him, running away. Badboy's knights patrolling around the enemy bases, trying to find a good angle to get some kills. Maybe here, we'll see. Napoleon keeping the sling to Badboy. He's not going up to Feudal Age, he's gonna keep the sling. Where's Badboy's army? Right here. So Badboy's roaming around, probably gonna kill off these villagers right here. Finally found a good place to get some kills. Oh, this is a perfect. This is a wow. Did you see that? He managed to stack up his knights perfectly in order to kill every villager so quickly. That is some great unit control right there from Badboy. He needs to back off those. These Gibido are strong versus knights. Also, knights are coming in with his reinforcements. There's no way that Badboy can stay in this place. He needs to pull back. Knight placing siege workshops in his flanks base, anti-market, looking to help him defend against these castles, this forward from purple and grey. The grey Letwant and the purple Fengwen has a good composition here, a castle outside the base, 2 siege workshop, a lot of battle elephants, a lot of janissaries. Anti-market and knight need to react to this in some way. They can't just let this roll over them. They need to establish some kind of defensive line, probably here. Maybe build a castle of their own in order to have create a better defense. TheMax is building a castle now. Let's see where he places it. Badboy now in Imperial Age, researching that cavalry upgrade. Might be going for the Paladin. Yeah, Badboy is going for the Paladin upgrade. He's looking to go all the way down the tech tree, upgrading Blast Furnace, upgrading Paladin. He will have very, very strong cavalry in this game. Still getting slinged by Napoleon. TheMax going into camels and this anti-air, the anti-cavalry Gibitos. This is what TheMax needs to do. Badboy is the strongest player on the Badboy's team, and he's going full into paladins, so they cannot just let that be. TheMax need to do something to react some way to these paladins that are coming out soon. Peasant is getting heavily harassed by Badboy. Badboy's cavaliers, soon to be paladins, have destroyed this town center of Peasant. He's building a castle, he has siege workshop in the back, he has monks. He cannot engage these camels though. Well, he could, but it wouldn't be a good trade for him, so
no.
Badboy pulling back, maybe decides to fight him on this hill. We'll see. Yeah, he decides to turn back. No. Letakwan and Fenguin in the purple is pushing back anti-market. Anti-market and knights have not found a good way to stop this push from happening right now. They have not built a castle. Knight though are building siege rams from siege workshop. I don't know how effective that is going to be though. Siege rams are very good versus archers, but not that good versus janissaries. So Knights and anti-market need to find a way to deal with this push, and they have not found the answer yet. Bomber cannons together with trebuchets, janissaries, a big amount of battle elephants. This is a strong composition. It seems that the Badboys team are really pulling ahead in this game. I mean, this side, the upper side, anti-max and the knights are losing to this push from Letakwan and Fenguin. They have not come up with a good answer yet. And on the other side, Badboy is roaming around with his paladin, killing Peasant completely. TheMax is still in the game, still healthy, but can he survive 2 versus 1 with the dead Peasant? Well, Yellow is slinging, so Peasant is pretty much dead. Yellow is slinging though, so Yellow is still contributing to the game. Peasant though, on the other hand, not really contributing. With knighting villagers, he won't be able to make much difference in this game. Big fight here between Badboy and TheMax. This is a losing battle for Badboy. He needs to pull these paladins back. Heavy camel or counter paladin, great. Because TheMax is going heavy camel, I feel that Badboy should change the targets for his paladin. He should not go for TheMax. He should go for probably this flank right here. Maybe go for knights or anti-market. Because if Badboy just keeps attacking TheMax, he will not be successful. I mean, every unit from TheMax is countering paladins. Gibitos, heavy camels. He needs to somehow change his strategy. And he started to do that right here. Badboy is mixing up his knights with halberdiers, and this is exactly what he needs to do. I would have preferred skirms though. Skirms together with paladin is a really strong combination. It doesn't beat heavy camels though, so that's probably why Badboy has decided to go halberdiers instead. On the upside, the fight is continuing. Knight and anti-market being pushed even further back. They still haven't come up with a good answer. Knights doing rams, Anti-Market doing his crossbow, trying to find a way to counter this push. It looks like they have decided to do something about this now. They can't wait any longer. They are moving forward with Mangonel rams. Anti-Market though a little bit slow to react. He needs his crossbow here in order to make a difference. Knight there losing all his halberdiers pretty much for free. That was not a good engage for Team TheMax. TheMax here going forward with stables and a castle, also trebuchets. He's killing off Yellow. Yellow has been slinging Badboy the whole game. That is over. He's tired of the slinging. Max wants to, stop the slinging. And now Napoleon is in a really bad position, almost as bad a position as Peasant. So Napoleon with 30 villagers, Peasant with 26 villagers. So now the game is a little bit more fair, with actually 2 players being almost knocked out from this game instead of just Peasant being knocked out from the Max team. Still, Badboy is facing one big problem, and that is the composition of the Max. The Max has every unit against Paladins, which is the main bulk army of Badboy. And even though Halberdiers is a great counter to these heavy camos, they cannot kill these Gibitos. So the question is if the combination of Halberdiers and Paladins really enough in order to face this unit composition of the Max. It might be that Badboy will be pushed back here. So right now it looks like the battle in the south is being lost by Badboy actually. His pocket Yellow is completely destroyed, and even though Peasant is also destroyed, the Max is pushing inside with heavy camel, Gibitos, and Badboy right now does not have a good answer. His answer right now is Paladins and Halberdiers. It's not good enough. But does this matter? I mean, in the north here, Anti-Market and Knights are being pushed so much back that it might not even matter. Even if Badboy completely loses his battle on his side, I mean this push is very strong. Anti-Market is almost completely dead. He only has 36 villagers left. So if we watch here on the villager count, we have 3 players on Badboy's team who has over 100 villagers, but we only have 2 players on the Max team that has over 100 players. So basically 2 players are knocked out on the Max team, while only 1 player on the Badboy's team is knocked out. So this is a huge difference, and this is probably what's going to decide the game.
No.
The Badboy being pushed back, still not having a good answer to this composition right here from the Max. The Badboy needs to do something about this. He probably is going to get help from Letequan. As soon as Letequan is finished with this push right here into Knights and Anti-Market, I would think that Letequan is coming to the aid of Badboy in order to help him out, because the Badboy is fighting a losing battle right here. He cannot defend against the Max. The Max killing the town center here in the north, killing the town center next to the gold. This was an important town center for Badboy. Badboy, he's going Paladins, and Paladins are a very gold heavy unit. So he needs all the gold he can get in order to keep producing those Paladins. You can see here Badboy actually losing a lot of villagers because of the harassment from the Max. He is down to 97 villagers, which is still a high amount of villager, but before he had over 100. So wow, the Max building a castle here, and will he be able to get this castle up? The Max only has a few camels here. It's not going to be enough to kill this these units. Where is his Gibitos? Gibitos are here, killing one town center of Letequan. He needs Gibitos here in order to defend his castle here that is being built. Otherwise, he will not get this castle up. Look at this. Battle elephants everywhere in Knight's base. He has no chance. This is GG. This complete north side is dead. The Bad Boys team has killed both. The Bad Boys team has killed both Anti-Market and Knights. This whole north side is lost. So even though the Bad Boys has lost versus TheMax in their 1 versus 1 that was going on here on the south side, there is still no way for the Max team to get back into this game. Right now they only had one player who's still strong, and that is TheMax versus 3 players on Bad Boys team. Purple, grey and green, so it's just too much to deal with. Good game from both teams, and nice to see TheMax losing for once. He's a very strong player. He's the strongest player in this game right here, and that's probably why he got this peasant 1.7k player. He was not able to balance this team up, so still a good game, well played by TheMax, well played by Bad Boy especially. So yeah, good game.